Oi oi guys, here we are. It's actually Thursday morning because I'm at the chiropractor early tomorrow, so I'm doing it on the Thursday, and here I am, up and at 'em, out here doing it. Hope everybody's been having a good week. I've been quiet, working shit out. Not gonna lie, it's been kind of heavy, and there's been those moments when you're like, holy shit, right? The holy shit moments. It sure has been a ride, and still working on it, but you know what? Here I am. I'm out here doing it. Keeping the mind in the direction, starting to push myself out. And it kind of brings me to what I want to talk about really, and that's balance. You know, balance is one of those things to where you can't odds the rough when you have the smooth, and you can't odds the smooth without the rough. There's balance. It's like you don't have day without the night time. You don't know good unless you've had something bad happen. And you don't know a calm mind unless you haven't had a calm mind, or you've had the trauma and the overwhelm. Then you start knowing when you go into a calm mind what that is. There's always balance. There's always a balance. Yin and yang. That's what yin and yang is. Go and check it out. Can't have one without the other. It makes a whole. Makes a balance. And I tell you, you're going to have those times when, yeah, you'll be feeling great, but don't start asking yourself, oh no, when's it coming? When you're having the good ones, because while you're having the good ones, stay on the good ones. Let me change hands here a minute. Whew, hang on, it's kind of up. Change hands, there we go. There we go. So it's about knowing that you got those bad moments, or should I say bad, because I know with the stuff that I've been going through right now, there's a lot of lessons there, a lot of teaching, a lot of things that I've learnt by moving through it, working on it, not allowing it to completely take over your day, which, yeah, it can if we're not aware of it. And you ain't gonna know what awareness is unless you tune into that too, because right now you're the other side maybe of not being aware. So becoming aware is the opposite of that. And when you become aware, things come into focus more. You can tune in, you can see, so to speak. And every little moment you have come along, that's what you do. So what do you do when you get into those moments of negative? What do you do when you get into those times, I should say, because mine's been a little while of in and out, up and down. And some of the downs were heavy, heavy, heavy. But what do you do? First thing is start using your tools. I suggest writing your tools down. I know that might sound crazy, but if you write your tools down until you start catching on and remembering them when you go into those moments, because we have a tendency to kind of push them out the way. We do things to punish ourselves. So I do suggest if you write them down, you got something there that you could turn to and just move down your list. Sometimes the first one that you go to ain't the one that's going to work. Sometimes it could take a couple of different things, and then you'll find something that works. Morning. And then you'll find something that works, and it helps to pull you out. What's the other thing you can do? Reach out to people. Remember those people that count. Maybe write a few of those down as well. Like an emergency list that you know that you can get a hold of, and you know you can ask if you get into a dodgy situation. Let me run across the road. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Run across the road here. Woo. But if you got those people that you can just tell them what's going on, how sometimes you get when you're in calm mind, and then when you go there, there's that person that you know that you can get a hold of and say, oh, I'm not doing so good. I'm not doing so good. And for those people out there that haven't heard from somebody in a while, give them a heads up, yeah? Hit them up. Hit them up. Because you don't know where they may be in mind. And I've had people hit me up past week or so, even if it's just dropping a, hey man, I'm here, I see ya. Because that does help, let me tell you. That really, really helps. Because when you get into some of the headspaces, you start to think there isn't anybody. I'll tell you, especially when you don't get those messages from those that apparently love you, right? And we think they ain't there. But sometimes it takes us reaching out and asking for the help. Don't be afraid of that. What's the other thing you can do? Get yourself out there. Maybe go out to a nice park with a bunch of people. Get yourself out there, exercising, maybe walking around that park. You know, people get talking to each other, strangers meet each other and get talking to each other in places like that. And you get to make friends that way. Just that friendly hello. I've met people on my walk that I'm doing right now that I never would have known if I hadn't have been walking. And you get to see these guys every day at some point, normally around the same time. And then there's those moments when you smile, you say hello, you both stop and you have a little chat. And I've met some people that way. And it's awesome, because then you get to know these people, and they're from all different walks of life. And it helps boost that inner peace, that inner worth. Because, believe it or not, you're doing something for them just like they're doing something for you. When you stand and chat, you're both hopefully hearing each other. So there's things you can do, guys. There's things we can put into process. But listen, I get it. I know where you're at. It's a tough place to be. And by the way, please, if you watch this far and you're liking what you're hearing, please, please, please don't let this message just get to the few, when it can get to the many with your help by hitting that subscribe button and passing it around, please, because it does get out there to more people. And if it stops with you, that's where it stops. It doesn't go any further. But if you go passing it around and you hit that subscribe, the subscribe alone will help build it up and get out there to the many that you may not even know. But all those family members and friends, etc., that could do with a message, please pass this on. Hit that subscribe, hit the like, please. My wife said to me, I think you're going to get to 200 subscribers by the end of August. And this was when I was 20 down. I'm now 7 down. I need 7 more to reach that 200. So get it up there, because I tell you, it's going to help me, help others, and believe it or not, you're helping many. But back to the balance. You know, if we expect the balance to always be in our favour, and for us to be always in those decent swing of things, so to speak, then we're really going to be let down hard. Even if we get a little bit of that negative coming in, negative emotion coming in, you're not going to odds it, guys. It's going to happen. We can't get away from the negative emotion. Just ain't going to happen. We're human, right? Good morning. We're human. And by being human, there's the opposites. But don't let yourself go. Know that you can push through this. You can work yourself out of it. Bit by bit, day by day, hour by hour. Do what you have to do. But don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of that inner piece of you that you know wants it, that you know is going to pull out of that. Help yourself. Pull yourself through. Do what you got to do, but don't give up. Always stay that course. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Hope you have a great weekend. It's actually my birthday today. And, you know, I thought, what kind of message am I going to put out there? And one message that came to mind for me, for putting this out, was I remember when I was probably in my early 20s. And I remember saying to one guy that I work with in the kitchens, I don't know, I make 30. God knows why I said it. I don't think I looked at it as being young. I think I looked at it as being old, and I thought, oh, 30. Now I'm up there in my 50s. And I'll tell you what, it's been a journey. And it's been one heck of a journey of how I got here where I'm at, helping other people and guiding other people. But like I said to a person yesterday that's starting up new, and God bless them for reaching out and signing up with me. And like I said to them, you just keep going. It isn't easy. It isn't easy. There's work involved. There's having the intent, pushing forward. But there's always, you know, those times, especially in sessions, when you will get into some areas that can hurt quite bad and that. But you know what? It's where you need to be to figure those pieces out, because if something's hurting, then it's something to look at. Remember, stay the course, like I said. Keep it going, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Keep that PMA. Keep moving forward. And I love each and every one of you. And for those that have contacted me, checking in, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you more than you know. You've got no idea what it feels like when someone just checks. Hey, what's up? Ain't heard from you. How you doing? It's a blessing. Keeps that ball rolling. You're actually helping out somebody that way without even realising how much you're really helping them out. Like I say, I love yous guys. I really do. Thanks for the support. Thanks for keeping this community going and moving forward. I'm here, I'm back, I'm moving forward, I'm on the up. Let's get those engines rolling. Let's get that movement going. Be the warrior. Stay the course. Namaste.